Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host, Azanovox, also known as all kinds of technical difficulties with my model today. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. I am doing pretty swell. We'll get started here momentarily. Obviously, I haven't even started on my game here and everything. Hello, Wallcool. Welcome. How are you doing today? Superstar Plush! How are you doing today? Hopefully you are having a fantastic day. Seems like it has been a good weekend for everybody. Alright, let's get this going. History, blue. The jump scare doesn't work anymore. I mean, it's not a jump scare, it's just an intro, but yeah, I mean, it's just part of my intro. Where are we at in the game? You missed a bit? You haven't missed too much. I took out Koga. Thank you very much for the follow, Wallcool. Appreciate you coming along for the journey, because I can't word. It's too early for me to be wording. It's not even early at all. Let me give you the quick spiel here. I'm usually a Monday through Sunday streamer. You can almost always find me here 7 days a week. With the occasional day off here or there to go ahead and get something done. But yeah, feel free to tune in, usually 3 to 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. PM, not AM. We have made our way to Saffron here. Currently D's Nuts, Uwu, Drillbert, Turbonerd, and Green Goblin are still on here right now. Did I listen to it? I have not listened to it. Let me just... I will listen to it. I'll just listen to it right now. Guys, give me just a moment. Yo, this song is old as hell. It's like an 11-year-old upload. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and quit right now. I don't even know why I'm doing this thing. I'm going ahead and pausing my stream just to look at... Yeah, so I'll let you know there are some things that are just noises, mainly. If you want to interact with the thing, I think Big Mode and the other one that's like Pixel or something other are the only ones to interact with it right now. I'm still setting up stuff for my model, so I'll have a lot more interactivity coming up here within the coming weeks, but... The one with the house. Doing good, just went to Grandmother's house yesterday after a 6-hour drive. We were visiting an old Chinese buffet. It was one to go to when you live in the area. I love Chinese buffets. They're terrible, but...
Animal to death while it's asleep, then sure. Leave that to Peter.
I gotta ask, like, I obviously see this is it, but like, I see there's like a the Macedonian album and this other thing and all kinds of other stuff here. Sorry, I'm taking a look at this thing because he's been asking me to go out and watch it, so... So, I have a question. Is this the kind of music you normally listen to on the regular? Because, I mean, if so, definitely, unexpected. For one. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to have that taste in music. Why do you live? I don't know. That is a question as old as time. Why do we live? What do we even live for? Do we live just to procreate? Do we live to leave an impact on the world? Are we here just to suffer? But, yeah, on a serious note, I mean, I guess that comes down with every person. Everyone's got to figure out what they want in life, and, you know, I can't really give you a reason for living. It's interesting. It's interesting. Not what I expected at all. But yeah, it was alright. I have a very broad sense of music, so for me, like, I just love music in general. Alright, so we're gonna be, I guess, going from floor to floor, opening door to door. You live because it's better than dying? Yeah, I'll be honest, like, I don't think I'm so much scared of dying as I am scared of non-existence. I think that's what really bothers me. The fact that I wouldn't exist, that I would just be in the ethereal nothingness, not knowing if there's actually anything after, not being able to experience life or the world, I think that's more my bother than anything else. Non-experience seems scary. It's self-destruct, isn't it? Yep. Wow. What was that star? Oh, I'll go around his back. You know what? No, we're not even going to go around his back. We're just going floor to floor. We're not hitting any of the scientists because they could have explodey boys. So we're going to avoid the scientists, but we'll fight all the other rocket duders. Floor to floor, door to door. Would I die right now or live forever? Absolutely. I don't understand when people are like, I wouldn't want to live forever because you're going to go ahead and watch everyone you love die and everything else. I'm like, they're thinking so short-sighted. Yes, the people that you love will eventually go ahead and pass away, but that's going to happen regardless of whether you live forever or not, right? So, why wouldn't you want to go ahead and live forever? There's so much time and experience coming after this. Like, there's the whole world. There's all of human history, all of our future, standing before us, waiting for us to go ahead and get to it. Like, living forever means you'd get to see human history, like, evolve. Watch our cultures either destroy themselves or come together for something greater. There's so much that I feel like doesn't get thought about when we think of I flinched, okay. When we think of living forever. I mean, you could be there to does your body still age? No idea. No idea. But I feel like even if your body did go ahead and age, you would still... Oh, jeez. Okay. Fast asleep. Whoa. Even if you did go ahead and age, I'm sure technology would advance to a point where you would be able to go ahead and they'd be able to hook you up to something. Man, D's Nuts is getting blasted. I was expecting him to just tear everything apart. To be fair, if you didn't exist, you'd have thoughts to make you care. Yeah, that's true. Non-existence would mean I wouldn't have to worry about it all, but... Yeah, I'm very much an advocate of live forever. I mean, you would be able to help your family and the world's push forward. Think about all the knowledge you could carry with you. All the experiences you could verify that people wouldn't have the answer. Why does Donald Duck wear a towel when he comes out of the shower, when he usually doesn't wear any pants? Censorship, that's why. I live to make Pokemon videos? You are sorely mistaken. Why does everyone always think that whatever game I am playing is, like, the game I am chained to forever? I don't care about a specific game. I live for the challenge that these games offer. Deeds, but man, D's nuts getting blasted. Zotavox 2023. But yeah, so, okay. So Donald Duck comes out with a towel because, obviously, it implies that he was naked. And if he's not wearing his shirt and he's not wearing his pants, he's purely naked. Can't have that. Man, this is such a good idea to make these good old pita chips. If you live forever, everything just ends? I wouldn't say that. Everything goes on perpetually. Sure. I mean, you can look at it that way. If you live forever, everything just ends because no matter what, everything is meaningless. At that point, you're the only perpetual in the universe as far as we know. Maybe just as dry as feathers. Yeah? I mean, but then he didn't do the bird shake. If you eat yourself, will you get twice as big or disappear completely? Are we using human logic? Because if so, goodbye. you can say goodbye to yourself. You are going to disappear, my brother. Hyper potion, the sun, the universe. I mean, yeah, if you're a perpetual and everything just exists, I mean, does it take 18 months for twins to be born? Well, I'm just gonna say no. The sun and the universe are still going to end. You're still going to live forever and ever and ever and ever. Sure. I'm sure once you get to the end of all of it, after the trillions and trillions of years, you would end up... Well, that brings up a good question. And it's one of those things I've always thought of. So, you live forever, right? I mean, the question is, are you biologically immortal, or do you live forever? Because if, like, you do live forever, I mean, it's entirely possible that you can still be killed. You would just be able to exist forever until then. Let me crack open this door, too. And this one. I mean, because if we're taking a look at we're taking a look at living forever. So here's one thing that kind of hits on that thought here. So let's say you live forever, right? Let's say Earth finally destroys. You're sucking in the vacuum of space. Everything sucks. You're out in there suffering endlessly, and you encounter a black hole. If you're truly living forever, the process of spaghettification couldn't kill you. I see your questions, but I gotta get to everybody one at a time. Stand by, I see your things. Just need to be shot or die from less air? I mean, I don't know if that would work. I mean, you'd be just suffering in agony. But let's say you encounter a black hole, right? Black hole's gonna go ahead and pull you in, spaghettify you, right? But your brain's gonna cease to exist, and your body's gonna cease to exist because you're just gonna get spaghettified, right? Which, by the way, technical term. Spaghettification is the actual term for things that go into a black hole and get sucked in. So, you get spaghettified. Do you continue existing? And at that point, if you continue existing, like, that means you are the universe at that point. That means you are perpetual and exist beyond your mortal shell, which means it wouldn't even matter if you had a body or not. You'll just continue existing. At that point, like, does that make you a god? Does that make you, like, an eternal being? Are you the universe? Are you the black hole? Like, the ramifications of somebody who can live forever going into a black hole, and whether they continue existing or not, it just blows my fucking mind. I think about it all the fucking time. If animals could talk, which of them would be the rudest? I bet you a sloth would be the rudest. You'd come up to a sloth and you'd be like, "What up, sloth?" It'd be like, "Listen here, you son of a bitch. Don't you fucking look at me right now. I will go ahead and put the fear of God in you. You come over here, I'm gonna put a cap in your ass. I don't even have a gun. I don't need one, because these fists, they're gonna hit you like a bullet." I'm sure that's exactly what a sloth would sound like. Oh, man. Then you're a ghost? Yeah, I mean, sure. Well, I mean, I think about shit like that all the time. One of my favorite things, like, I like thinking. I mean, it sounds really dumb to say out loud, but I really enjoy just thinking in general. Like, thinking's fun. Like, thought experiments, how to go ahead and go about certain things, expanding yourself, putting folds in your brain. It's such a fun, like, just concept and idea. If you could go on vacation anywhere in the world, where would you go? On vacation anywhere in the world. That I don't know. I've never really thought too much about vacations. I think China is a very interesting place, and I really would like to see it. The history behind it is amazing. The architecture out there is great. Russia also has some wonderful architecture. I'd really like to go ahead and go to India to see things like the cathedral or the mausoleum to Ahsoka. See some of the history there. I'm a really big history nut, so any places that have a lot of deep history really speak to me on a level. What's your go-to board game? Monopoly. 2 things still on your bucket list? Alright, yeah, this is a whole bunch of long questions. Listen, you're cheating the system! I'll go through this one, but you can't keep doing this. 2 things on my bucket list. I'd like to go ahead and do the Greek marathon. I think that would be pretty cool. I've done a marathon and a half marathon before. Sweden's actually where I want to retire. I would love to retire in Sweden, honestly. I think it's a really cool country. It treats its citizens well, and even though the cost of living is a little high, I think it's a beautiful country. What was the make and model of your first car? Listen, I'm not answering that. That sounds like security questions. What sport did you play growing up? Football and street hockey. Currently live in the same place where you were born. No. Listen, are you about to ask me my social security number and my mother's maiden name? Because that's how it seems like we're going with this. You gonna go for now? Gotta go ready for a baby shower? Alright, you have a fantastic day. Hopefully we'll see you later. Imagine you leave the Milky Way and you go to another universe. That would be pretty cool, actually. You live in Sweden? It's a beautiful country. From everything that I've seen, it is quite a gorgeous country. And Sweden has some amazing laws. They take care of their citizens very, very well, at least from what I know. It's not like I'm down on the ground with a magnifying glass, knowing how everything goes, but from what I see on the outside, it looks like they treat everybody pretty well. God, these freaking chips are so good! So glad we made these things. How would I say outs? Youts? Is it outs? Outs? Because I think the O with the umlauts is oi, I think. So, ayoi? I don't know. I'm over here sounding like a dead fish. Nah. No, that's not how you say it. Oh, okay. These nuts. Yeah, These nuts is doing a number. At least today. Man, These nuts was seriously lacking yesterday, though. We're trying to... I don't mind opening up stuff, but I'm trying to avoid getting in a fight with any scientists. They can have the big explodies, and I don't want those. Rare candy, secret key, card key, hyper potion, escape rope, max revive. We can just chuck the max revive. We don't need it. Protein. Hell yeah. Protein does what? Attack? I think protein is attack. Yeah, there we go. It's Swedish. I figured it would be. Card key, open the door. Open the door. TM9. Alright, let's head out of this place. We're on floor 3, I think. Oh, so you want me to just say I am dumb? Yeah, I can say I am dumb. I mean, let's be honest, we're all pretty fucking stupid at the end of the day. I myself 100% am dumb. I have made plenty of dumb decisions in my life and said plenty of dumb shit. Also, I guess I should give the disclaimer to, like, a lot of people that, like, I am here more to entertain than anything else. You guys don't have to, like, try and trick me into saying stuff or anything else like that. I am more than happy to say some super dumb shit, and I'm sure if you hang out here long enough, you're gonna hear some dumb shit just come out of my mouth on the regular. But yeah, all good. I am very hard to offend. I'm very hard to get upset. So, like, I'm not like some teenage kid. I'm not some kid in general. So, I always try and just let you guys know that, like, I have no problem entertaining you guys whatsoever. Just, yeah. No, we don't want to put away the Great Balls. I gotta keep those on me. Full heal, we'll put that away. And TM09. There's a lot of stuff in this building, so may as well heal while I'm here, too. So, we should be able to go ahead and get Sabrina done today. That's the goal, anyway. If we get Sabrina done today, we should be good. I need Lapras from here to go ahead and do the leveling, so that way when we go over to, I don't know what you think if I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that. Also, based off of the fact that you have tried to make me say I am dumb already once, I can't trust you to not make me try and say some real dumb stuff. Alright, so we're good on this one. Let's head up to the next floor. Okay. Grab these. I think there's 2 or 3 items in here. HP up. X accuracy. That would have been good for a horn drill, but we're not going for horn drill as a strategy. You dare betray Team Rocket? I will avenge my people! That's what I imagine these Rocket Boys sound like. Go Zubat! I can't even read that, let alone say something like that. Listen, my Arabic is not what you would call up to snuff, so... Ah, shit. Please don't hurt yourself. Who do we Turbo Nerd? Listen, I'm gonna ask kindly if you wouldn't, like, if you would, like, not continue to post stuff in other languages. Please. How am I a traitor? I didn't even work. Listen, I tried to join Team Rocket here early. The guy on the bridge didn't even give me the chance to join. Somebody saying I'm a traitor. I totally would have been Team Rocket if I had been given the opportunity. He is one of the 4 Rocket brothers. I appreciate it. Mainly just because, like, I can't read a lot of it. And, like, it's not like I have a problem with it. It's just that I have encountered way too many people saying stuff in foreign languages that they shouldn't be saying. And it's just not a good idea for me to just... We'll go body slam. Can't afford to let this Machoke live. I'd prefer not to go ahead and get my channel slapped, if you understand. I don't really care about these guys, but looking at me such a coward and they're gonna get married. Let's see, we're gonna go up another level. Bingo! I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. I wonder what happens. They should have made a mechanic where if you beat all 4 of them, you get something for it. Fight, 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 fight! One of my favorite. I wish I could get that as like a whole backdrop for every time I get into a Pokemon battle. It's just nothing but that. Jeez. Damn, that Bone Club hurt. What the heck happened? Alright, we're not futzing, just body slam it. Just throw your weight on top of the Cubone. Brothers, I lost. Oh no. TM3. Open this up. See, that has an air of finality, that one spot right there. Do we have to go all the way? Okay. We'll check this. Oh, there he is! There's the Gary. Calcium. Calcium, I believe, is defense, isn't it? Slap. Oh, special? Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and work into their strengths. I thought calcium would be defense, not special. But I guess that's iron. Makes sense. Okay, I think I've worked my way through on this floor, haven't I? There should be a lady who has, like, a room full of stuff. She's got, like, a little bedroom that I can heal up my Pokemon in. I think he's pretending to be a hostage, so... Heck. I thought I had already fought this guy. That's as far as you'll go. Oh no. He's got me. Let's body slam it, because I'm not sure if I would survive a critical Hyper Fang. What? What does mean? I have no clue. Oh, please don't hurt yourself. Oh, thank the lords. I thought it was gonna go ahead and hurt itself real bad there. We're gonna just change Pokemon now. Not enough grit. What floor are we even on? I wish it would tell me what floor I'm at. I'm sure I know when I come across the president. I know exactly what floor I'm at by that point. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg, surprisingly. That is actually an answerable question. I mean, that question first arisen? That question first, insert proper whatever here. Back when, during the discovery of like, fossils and things like that, and we were looking at all kinds of stuff. But yeah, the eggs came first because dinosaurs were laying eggs. Technically, dinosaurs were... like, the biological ancestors of a lot of our birds. Like, you know, the lowly chicken having the DNA of the Rex. So, stuff like that is a thing. But yeah, eggs came first. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of fish that have probably been laying eggs before, like, anything decided to go ahead and come out of the water and start paying taxes. About to use a Grimer. Will I change it? Yeah. I should go for Drillburt. Not mess around with it and just take it out in one go. because I don't want to get stuff poisoned in here. That also has the air of finality to it. Leave that be for now. He's one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. It would be cool if they actually had names rather than just generic Rocket Brother. Paralyzed. Okay. Give it the old headbutt. It's about to use Drowsy. Nah, we'll keep it here. Yeah, its attacks, I think, are now strong enough, so it should be able to pretty much handle what it needs to. I think we'll have a couple things that I'll have to worry about here or there, but not too many. Man, these nuts really rolling it. No, sir. We're not gonna fucking fight you, scientist. Wah! I'm scared. I mean, I bet you that sounded more like... Oh, there we go. You see one of the 4 Rocket Brothers? Oh, welcome to the 10th floor. So good of you to join me. If you eat it, you die. It is stronger than a god and no one can come kill it. Guess this street. If you eat it, you die. And it's stronger than a god. No one can kill it. Guess this street. Guess the thing. If you eat it, you die. It's stronger than a god. Nothing! Nothing is the answer. Carbos. That's the spade. We're gonna use that on our boy who needs to hustle. Rare candy, phenomenal. 26, which I don't even know what that is. Most of the TMs we don't even end up using. Nice try, but the boardroom is up one more floor. I see, I see. Halt! Do you have an appointment with my boss? Halt! Who goes there? Identify yourself! Good old fucking military tactics. Yeah, I remember having to do that when we had to go through, like, a lot of our training and stuff like that back when. You know, when they set up all the stuff to go ahead and have you guys learn how deployed situations works. They teach you about, like, gate identification and whatnot. It's like, halt! Who goes there? Identify yourself. And then there's all kinds of other stuff that you gotta go through. Yeah. So whenever I hear somebody say, halt! That's immediately what I go back to. Zubat. Yeah, let's get some... What's my IP address? No. Rattata, nah, we're not gonna change. We're just gonna leave Turbo Nerd to do his thing. Spread it around to everybody. It's about to use Ekans. Will I change? Nope. Demolished. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fight Gary to go ahead and get the Lapras. I'm just kind of looking around here. Alright, let's start getting through some warpy pads here. I don't know where I'm going or what's the right way, but we're gonna find it, I guess. Why? Why would... I think you know the answer why. Just why? No idea. Probably the same why as why do we live. Go through here. Wandering around aimlessly, not knowing where to go. I'm sure there's a pad that I need to touch. But I don't know if it's close or no. Where the hell are we going? And why the hell are we here? We're looking for our Pokemon to take it in close and dear. We're trying to fight off the rockets from taking over this place. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first things first, he has his Pidgey. So, Turbo Nerd is going to be up front. What kept you? Yeah, what kept you, Azon? Fuck, I hate him. I hate how he's so antagonistic. I waited until the entire building slowed you down to come fight you. It's about to use Execute. Yeah. Drillburt. Time to shine, Drillburt. Also, I definitely don't recall these things being that strong, but... I thought these things were level 35, not level 38. We actually don't even need Green Goblin now that Turbo Nerd has Thunderbolt. What's my real name? Also no. It's not that I have a problem with my real name, it's just that I would prefer to keep my internet persona and my regular persona, like, apart from each other. That's all. If I could actually, like, have my name just be Azo, I probably would. I really like it. Despite the fact that it was... What did it say I was gonna fucking fight? I don't remember. Alakazam. Wonder fucking full. Oh, jeez, that hurt a ton. It doesn't know Psychic. Now we're gonna keep it here. Man, Turbo Nerd's just fucking rocking it, isn't he? Stop. Stop. We're gonna use that super... You know what? Hold on, how much HP does it have? Yeah, we'll use the super potions, fine. Even if I have to use 2. Well, Azon, I'm moving up on ahead, but check on Pokedex. I'm starting to see what's strong and how do they evolve. Go into the league. Cool. Alright, here we go. You're not Team Rock. Aim to thank you. Have this Pokemon for saving us. There it is! There's the last of my thing. Hey! Welcome back! You came in just in time. Alright, now. This Lapras, I don't really know what to name it, so... Alright, Serbian. Have you got a, You got a nickname for this thing? You missed your old phone. What happened to it? Did it explode? I actually have a very funny story about how one of my old phones went out. I was on deployment. And, my phone got run over. You want to name this thing Dumbass? Man, you guys, like, Dumbass These Nuts? Man, I don't know what is it with you guys and just wanting to name these things, like, the most ridiculous things possible. For doing something stupid? Alright, I guess Dumbass is part of our party now. It's very intelligent, but... it'll give you a lift. It's a good swimmer. Hold on. Let me... go heal up before I get into this fight. Alright, let me pull up the stats here for Giovanni, because... Giovanni Silphco. Let's see, red, blue, first battle, second battle. At Silphco. So, Kangaskhan, Rhyhorn, Horn Attack, Poison Sting, Comet Punch. Okay. This should be relatively easy to deal with, I think. 2 big poison types, which I can easily just slap with the Psychic. Shouldn't be a problem. You can name it whatever you want. Oh, okay. Well, I just kind of giving the community the opportunity to name stuff, but that's fine. I will just go with somebody else's name. Alright, we're gonna switch Uwu up front. Oh, well. Stop right there. Criminal scum. I don't know if Cubone counts as a... we'll just hit it with the Psychic. Psychic should just about take everything. You ignored your crush for saying hello because you didn't want to talk to her. You didn't want to talk to your crush? I'm not sure I understand the logic here, but... I guess we can go with D's nuts. Man. The names of my Pokemon really tells me the age of my audience, doesn't it? Everyone wanting to name him D's nuts and dumbass and stuff like that really kind of just points it out. Yeah, I don't know the logic there. I mean, if they're your crush and you wanted to get to know them, then I would think you would want to talk to them. You don't want to talk to her. Well, I mean, alright then, I guess she's not really, guess you're not really that into her. Hate to say it, but... Card key opened the door. Ah, Azon, we meet again. The president and I are discussing vital business out of grown-up matters, or experience the worst world of pain. This is my first time meeting him. What was my starter? I went with Bulbasaur, mainly because of the immunity to poison. Yeah, the immunity to poison was just... Yeah, but you don't care anymore? Sorry to hear that. About to use Kangaskhan. Yeah, let's switch out, I guess, for... I guess Turbo Nerd would probably be our best bet here. But yeah, so... Bulbasaur is about to go in a box. I don't know... I have to figure out what I really want to replace it with. So, I have a couple choices. I can either replace it with one of the legendary birds. I could replace it with Hitmonlee. I thought about replacing it with Staryu, but then I looked at Staryu's stats, and it doesn't seem like it's that great, is the problem. I know a lot of people sing Staryu's praises to the sun, and I was very much so until I looked at the actual stats and movesets in Gen 1, and it's not really that great. You prefer Hitmonchan? Yeah, Hitmonchan, like... I think in later generations, it's a lot better than Generation 1. In Generation 1, sure, it learns more coverage, elemental coverage, than it does than most other Pokemon, but it doesn't have the special stats to back it up, is the problem. Yeah, I read it the first time, and I didn't comment on it because, you know, obviously I'm not gonna say that. In Gen 9, the DLC Infernape becomes busted? Or... Huh. Infernape. That's, Oh, is that the one that the ghost type, the ghost fighter? I have to thank you in some way, because I am rich, I can get here. Maybe this'll do. Got my Master Ball. Alright, ready to throw this bitch at an Abra? Will I get a ghost type? I really don't have a need for a ghost type, honestly. Gen 1's ghost types are kind of useless. There's no ghost moves. Just the same reason why there's no reason to have bug, because there's no bug moves.
He calls himself a duelist, but he's just a little puppy dog.
That's right.
In fear.
I'm just a fucking bad dog.
Don't contradict your master.
You're not mine.
Quiet. Sit.
Alright, X accuracy. HP up I really don't need to put into anything. Will I get Mewtwo? No. I won't be going after Mewtwo because once I finish out the Elite Four, that is considered the end of Gen 1. So, here's... I'll give you a rundown of what I'm thinking. Actually, I would love to see what Kaiba's team would be. Kaiba would definitely be a dragon trainer if he was a Pokemon trainer. 100% he would definitely be like, "Ah, look at my team! It's full of nothing but Dragonites! You think you can take me on, Yugi?" That's definitely what he would be like. "Ha! Dragonite, use Hyper Beam!" I feel like Kaiba and Lance would have a lot in fucking common. Are you doing the gens in order? Yes, and we're going full generation. So, the Thanos lock is my version of the Pokemon Gauntlet, which I guess was theorized a few years ago. It's the idea of taking the Nuzlocke to its ultimate end of going through the entirety of the mainline games. Where there's a ROM where the Pokemon are replaced by Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. That sounds hilarious. But yeah, so we're gonna be going through each of the generations, and we're not just talking one generation or two. We're talking every mainline game. So, all right, thanks for popping in, Walcool. Maybe we'll see you again. But yeah, so it's each of them. I've already finished Red. I should be finished with Blue sometime within the next week or so. It just depends on how fast the grind is in Pokemon Mansion. So, my main places to grind are Diglett Cave, which you'll see me there in a lot. Diglett Cave is usually good all the way up to about level 35. From Diglett Cave, then we go into Pokemon Mansion, and Pokemon Mansion will grind us all the way up to 60. So, everything in my thing will be ground up in Pokemon Mansion from here on. I am inevitable, I am Iron Man. Yeah, well, that's kind of the reason. The Thanos lock was exactly that idea. It's a long series that kind of mirrors the Marvel Universe cinematics. You're taking your elite team to fight the big bad at every single one of the, at every game, thus, you know, mirroring the Avengers in the movies. If I fail, I have to restart the entire challenge. So I'd have to start all the way back at Red, which I also let people know that at $100 a game, people could go ahead and set me back as well. So if people are really willing to go ahead and plop down like $200 right now, I'll start the challenge again. Have you used Charmander yet? I haven't. Mainly because Bulbasaur, I feel like, is the strongest choice, for early game. It's also really good going into the later game, just because it has it's immune to poison, and poison is by far one of the scariest things in this game to me. No room left to store items. Oh, okay. I thought this was infinite storage, but I guess not. Let me think. I have a couple things I need to think of here. Who's the greatest trainer? Good question. I really think Red is one of my favorite fights in the entirety of Pokemon. I think Red's fight is just so great. You have to climb your way through 2 sets of continents. Climb your way to the top of Mount Silver, and then he is you don't even get a conversation. He realizes what you're there for. He doesn't give you a thing, and he says, "Hey, let's fight. And that's it. He doesn't even fucking say anything. He just looks at you, sees that you're wearing Pokemon, realizes you fought your way up there, and then fights you. It's perfect. And when he loses, he doesn't make any complaints or questions. He disappears to continue training. It's a fucking great fight with no words necessary. Phenomenal battle. It doesn't even matter, like, if it's the best battle in there. Red is such a good trainer. Oh, I would love to, like, if you could find Red again and he had another moment like that, I would just be, like, fucking blasted. It would be so good. Sorry. If I seem really hype about it, it's because it's one of my favorite fucking fights in all of Pokemon. You always thought Ash's dad was Mr. Mime? No, Ash's dad is Professor Oak. That's why he's always boffing our mom when we're out. Okay, so before I do this, so our team right now, Uwu is gonna stay on here because it's a Kadabra. Our Gyarados is gonna stay in here too. Drillburt is actually really good, so Fearow is gonna stay on our team. D's Nuts is on our team. The Lapras is going to stay on our team. So the replacement is going to be Green Goblin. I need to figure out how I want to go about this. Hitmonlee has much higher attack than Hitmonchan does, overall. Its attacks are a better spread, so it can go through a lot of one-shots. My issue with it, though, is it's weak to, like, Psychic. It doesn't have high defense, but it has very good attack, so it can be one-shot at the Elite Four. Would you do a Yokai Watch game run next? I have no idea. The ending of this is so far in the future, and I do have a Yokai Watch, like, it's been suggested already. I'm pretty sure you're the one who suggested it. And if not, if you weren't the one who suggested it, then somebody definitely with the name of Shadow did suggest it. Because I have it written on here, Yokai Watch, Shadow. I've never played it myself, but... Ghost type wouldn't necessarily be useful for me. I mean, I understand... The problem with Ghost type is it's weak to Ice. That's why we need Lapras. Lapras is gonna Ice Beam its way through Sabrina's gym. And the majority of her Pokemon are Ghost type, so it should be an easy peasy. We'll use the escape rope if I didn't put it away for some reason. But I have to figure out whether I want to use the... Jesus Christ. No wonder I can't fit anything in there. Whether I want to go ahead and use a legendary bird. Maybe put Zapdos in there. Which, Zapdos isn't even a great decision. It's strong because of the electricity, but it also has like a quadruple weakness, because flying electricity, I think to ice, I think. So, Zapdos is alright, but I don't know if I really want to include it in the end team. Let's go heal up. I don't know why I walked away from the Pokemon Center. Alright, Venusaur, you have served your best purpose. You have lived your best life. You may now retire. Green Goblin, so long. Hey! Reggie, welcome back. It has been a little bit. How have you been? Yeah, Ooh's already up front. We're good. Moltres, maybe? I actually thought about filling out with Moltres. I didn't use a fire type, and the last thing I filled out my team with was a Nidoran that I found on my way in Route 22. I was just heading on my way to the road to get to Victory Road, and that's when I encountered a Nidoran, and it became my coverage mon, and I put Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Fire Blast onto it. So it was fairly solid. It did the job. I mean, with Thrash, I also could have used that, but going through depression, got kicked out of your parents' house, the usual. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to get you kicked out of your parents' house? If you want to talk about it. Listen, I'm not going to pry into your life. Just figured maybe if you're bringing it up, you might want to talk about it. Moltres could be good coverage. Charmander and Moltres are the best fire types. I thought about putting Arcanine purely because its attack is so damn strong. And I could use it just for solid takedowns. Alright, ooh, we was about to go ahead and get some serious levels here. I hope, anyway. If it's anything that isn't like a basic Pokemon, it'll probably get the Psychic. A huge argument because your mother hates you and your sister, and she kicked me out. I have no idea what to say to that, because I don't think I've ever been in... Well, I've definitely been in arguments like that where my parents have said some things, but I don't think my parents have ever hated me. I think my dad has been extremely strict to me in my life, and had a lot of judgment on my decisions, but I am sorry to hear that. It seems like you at least have a place, though, which is important. I can tell you a lot of my friends have definitely been on the couch surf before. This probably looks identical to the way they lost their gym to begin with. Nothing frightens me. I break boulders for training. Alright, dude. It's an anime, so I'll give it to you, but you're back because you're bored. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, I suffer from some pretty bad bouts of depression, so I can definitely understand that one. And it's always hard to, like, talk about that kind of stuff. Not because depression's hard to talk about, and mental health and all of that, but it's one of those things where anybody who sees my life would look at me and ask me why I'm depressed, or what do I have to be depressed about. And anyone who doesn't suffer from depression doesn't understand that circumstances don't really apply to how depression is felt, or when it strikes. I mean, you're not gonna... How did you get not Alakazam, Kadabra, not Alakazam. You were staying in a hotel for like a week, but you messaged a friend of mine I hadn't talked to in a while. She took you in for now. Yeah. I'm glad that you have a place for now, even if it's temporary. It's at least something. But yeah, I've only got a Kadabra, no Alakazam. It is what it is. Should have loved your parents years ago, but I feared being homeless. Yeah, no one wants to be without a place to go. You know, homelessness is not something I would go ahead and wish on anybody. It is, being out on the streets is not easy. You never know if you're going to get harassed. You don't know what kind of weather is going to look like. You don't know who's going to go ahead and come up to you for some reason or anything. The uncertainty of homelessness is extremely frightening. So, I getcha. Karate master of the gym, you wish to challenge us, expect no mercy. Got it. The only thing you ate? We're just gonna psychic the rest of everything. No point in not doing it. I kind of imagined this Kadabra standing here and just flicking its spoon back and forth and Pokemon going flying into walls. The only thing you ate and drank was Monster and you didn't sleep for like 4 days straight. I get it, I've been there. You know, I am well past my days of that being my way to... I don't know, like... I don't even think I could do that kind of stuff, like, feel depression like that if I wanted to. Yeah, I've been in some pretty bad bouts of depression, but nothing that compares to the worst times of my life. Whenever I feel like the blanket coming along, I tend to get extremely creative. When I was a kid, there wasn't really anybody around, so when I felt depressed or I felt bad, I didn't really have a word for the feeling back then because I was too young to understand it. But I used to go ahead and throw myself into creative writing or drawing or singing. So even nowadays when I get very depressed, it's not one of those I want to lay down and do nothing. It's I want to create something to try and cope with what I am doing. And everybody's like, it's great. It's great that you have a way to manage it, but it still doesn't change the feeling. You still have that knife in your gut while you're going through it. There's still that cold blanket on top. Hitmonlee, that's where we're taking. Name it Hitmonchan, choose please, name it KO. Alright. I will choose the Hitmonchan and I will name it KO. Thought forever that I would never feel this way. Piston punching Hitmonchan. Do you want to give it a nickname? When you get depressed, you build a new deck for Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what we'll do? We'll even put the dots in there. Alright, there it is. There's KO. It's just not very great is the problem. It has all this coverage and its attacks are alright, but its special is garbage. So there's no point in running with it. Ugh! That's why I don't like Hitmonchan. It's just not a good... It doesn't have the stats to back up all the prestige that it brings to the table. Tell you, I stayed at my parents' house every day for weeks, but my friend and her mom have been taking me all over the place. We're going to meet her grandma today. That's really nice. Oh, I don't have a Ditto to give to this lady. I think it would give me Mimic, but... Or maybe it's a Clefairy because of Metronome. I don't think your daughter is self-centered. I think her mimicry just pisses people off. Hitmonchan got better stats later gens. Yeah, Hitmonchan in early generations is absolute, like, it's not garbage, but it's not great. I can tell you that much. It's not garbage, but it's not great. Oh, a Poké-Doll. Yeah, that's the way to get the thing. So they won't let you sit around all day. Business, I told you you've been through depression, so I figured I would share with you. Yeah, I understand it. If you ever need somebody to, like, talk to about that kind of stuff, I know this isn't, like, the greatest forum. You can always reach out to me on Discord if you do have it. Like, my name's the exact same on there as well, so... I may not always be the fastest person to respond, but I do get back when people message. Think you're really cool. I appreciate that. I try my best to go ahead and be as level-headed and open with people as possible. Alright. I gotta put this wit away. As much as I'd love to take KO with me, it's I don't know. I'll figure it out, but maybe I will end up taking it with me. But right now, let's see. Ken's Baby, Box Fodder, not Slowpoke. We have quite a bit. Way more than we did last time. Twizzler, Butter, Micmaster, Seal, Green Gob. Little Cookie Man. That's funny. YouTube avatar could have been a Gen 1 Pokemon. It's funny, a lot of people say that. It's really funny because whatever game I'm playing, people associate my thing with that. When I was playing Ark, everybody thought that my icon was a dinosaur, and now that I'm playing Pokemon, everybody thinks that my thing is a Pokemon now, so, like, it's just really funny to watch people associate my stuff with whatever challenge I'm in. Yeah, psychics were king back then. I don't know what to do, like... Box Fodder or Ken's Baby, I guess, would be okay, but, like... I would really have to level this thing up, and I don't want another water type in my team. Yeah, I think I'll go with the coverage of Moltres this time. So when I go through Victory Road, we'll do that. I have already taken myself all the way over to Cinnabar. So we don't need to do any of these. Oh, we do need to go to Vermilion, though. Hoping Black and White 3 happens. I have only played Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 5. So out of all the ones that I've played, Gen 5 is definitely my favorite. Black and White was a phenomenal series. The Pokemon may have been a bit lacking, but I think the variety of types and gameplay was pretty cool. The reason they took you in was because they know firsthand what you're going through. They've seen how your mom treats you. It's always good to have somebody that you can rely on who understands your situation. Not everyone is always open to the idea of bringing somebody into their house, especially if you don't know the person or if you're not sure of whether they're going to be a good addition or whatnot. But, like, alright, so we're going to 60. From here on, we're going all the way up to 60. Want to have, well, let me finish out my sentence here. It's always good to have somebody who you can rely on, who's seen the things from the outside. I remember that I used to have friends that I wanted to go ahead and help them out, and I really wish that I could have been there to do things for them, but, you know, my dad wasn't exactly the most understanding type. He was a good person, doing what he needed to do, but still. Want to have Keldeo, where you can catch it and not an event. A Genesect to be catchable. That'd be funny. Know these people for 7 years. Used to date your friend, but you broke up because your mom forced us to. I am hoping, if that is the case, that this works out a lot better. And you'll be able to go ahead and have a better relationship. Because I was gonna say, when you were talking about her, I felt like there was some type of prior history there. And it felt like romantic history, because you don't normally take people in for no reason. Water Gun, Body Slam, and Ice Beam. Once we get to level 38, we're gonna grind it all the way up, but Ice Beam is gonna be our pretty much go-to, so... 38 is the minimum it needs to be, but we're gonna take it up from there. Your mom kept gaslighting into believing she didn't want anything to do with me. First thing she did was cry and hug me and tell me it's okay. Man, I'll never understand that kind of stuff. I mean, you've only got so much time in your life. You've only got your kids for so long. I don't know why anyone would want to go ahead and treat anybody poorly like that. I try my best not to treat people poorly in general. Whether I know them, whether they're strangers or not. Feel like there's no point in it. Its special is really high this time around, and its defense is good, so this is looking to be a pretty nice Lapras this time. I want to be with her, and be your boyfriend again, but you're too damn terrified to make a move because you've been rejected so many times? Have you had this conversation with them? Have you actually talked to them about this whole thing and been like, hey, or have you at least tried to gauge the waters and been like, hey, I was wondering if, you know, see how you feel. And also, like, you gotta take account of the situation. Are you in the situation right now where it would be taken as, I would like to get back together with you because I am grateful of you taking me in? Or would it be taken as, I would like to get together with you because I like you, and I think we still could be something? Because right now, you're in a really weird situation where it could be taken wrong. But it could also be taken extremely well. So, I'm not sure what advice to go ahead and give you. It sounds okay. I mean, if she took you in, and her mom took you in to begin with, it sounds like there's the connection there, the relationship is there. I would make sure that she understands how you feel about the situation. Make sure that she understands not just that you're grateful, but that you appreciate that it was her who took you in, not just that it was somebody that took you in. You want to emphasize the fact that you are grateful to them as a person, rather than just the act of it happening. But I think you could do it. But I would honestly just talk to her. Oh geez. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna let you do against that. Let's just surf it. Yeah, without knowing all of the intricacies of everything, I couldn't give you the best kind of advice. I don't know enough backstory or history or how you guys interact or anything, so... Diglets are going to be faster, so it's a possibility that they may get the dig on me. I could teach it Ice Beam now, but there's no point in it. If I have to get it leveled up to go fight the gym anyway, makes no sense to turn it into, to just burn my Ice Beam on it. Always had a feelings for her. I told my mom that I did. She yelled at me. We broke up for a reason. Told her that she's... well... Don't be late in telling her how you feel. Yeah, that's very true. I've always kind of had a policy. Back when I was a big fuckboy and everything, I learned quite a bit about how to go ahead and handle these situations. I had a few rules that I set out with. One, never sleep with somebody that you can't see yourself in a relationship with, because if something happens and you get them pregnant, you got to take your responsibilities there. So you don't want to go ahead and get yourself in a situation you wouldn't want to get caught in. Number 2. You have about 48 hours to go ahead. You have 5 minutes to catch somebody's attention, and you've got about 48 hours to state your intentions and to lock yourself into a particular thing. Past that, if you don't make a decision as to where you stand, they're going to make a decision as to where you stand. And I've always felt that 2 days is the absolute max limit that you have to really impress that you want this to be something more than just, hey, friends, or you want this to go ahead and exceed past insert whatever line you have here. So, I'm very much about communication. I tend to be extremely straightforward. When I talk to people, I want them to understand where I'm coming from. And I don't want somebody else to tell me where I go. I don't want somebody else to define me. So I take the preemptive strike of defining myself. But you never want to, like, force it down on somebody. Speak from the heart. Yeah, keep body language in mind, too. If the person seems like they're not receptive, or if don't catch them at the wrong time, because it could be a situation of circumstance. But yeah, speaking from the heart is okay, just don't overboard it. Do not love bomb somebody. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do not love bomb somebody. Don't suddenly slam them with the I love you. And also don't lavish them with so much love and affection they're literally going to drown. At least not early. Like, that is, I think, the biggest thing. Yup, it's good old dumbass. Doing its thing. So for a bit more before she took me in, told her that I still liked her, and said she was single, and talk and see where it goes. Okay, that's good. Then you have a good sign there. If you guys have prior history, and your relationship worked relatively well before, and she said she was single, I mean, that's a good sign. That means you could possibly already have a foot in the door. I mean, technically, you probably do still have a foot in the door. But just don't do anything crazy, and you should be fine. Yeah, I didn't necessarily want to name it Dumbass, but I've realized that, y'all are children. And y'all are gonna name these things children names. I don't mean y'all as in the entire thing. I just mean most of the time when people are naming these things, they're gonna name them like, ah, he named it Nut! Ah! He named it Booty! Ah! You know, that kind of stuff. I did quite the craziest thing. First night, her and her brother goes, got you high for the first time? Alright, well, I mean, that's a good way to, I guess, break bread. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Listen, I can tell you now, you were fucking out of it. You don't remember about 50% of it. Well, I mean, I suppose under the circumstances, it's pretty excusable. shit, it dug a hole. Dig a hole! No, fucking thing, you don't dictate my life. Get out of here, Diglett. Perfect. God damn, why these Diglets gotta be digging holes? Took out her pen, was like, Mom didn't raise no bitch. Man, you know, because my day job is working for the government, I couldn't touch any of that stuff even if I wanted to, so, you know. As many times as it's been offered and everything else, yeah. Haven't had the opportunity. Let me tell you, I learned that day I am a bitch. I've seen many a person be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I'm gonna take the big rip, and then suddenly, everybody finds out they got the baby lungs. Everybody's out there coughing like they got the black lung. Ugh, jeez. I would take it to Pokemon Mansion to level it up, but the encounter rates in Pokemon Mansion are much lower, so this one just works out better, especially early game when I need the encounters to be high and consistent. It's 2 a.m., you were all fucked, just drinking a lot so nobody could drive. You got the munchies, got food, laughed like a bunch of hyenas the whole time. To have the days of my youth, like fresh lemons in spring. As Guy Lee would say, Guy, whatever his name is, Guy Lee. The fresh lemons of my youth. Utes! Hey, cool, I can take down level 21s now. We're gonna go heal it, because I do occasionally still get scared of my Pokemans getting one shot. You got 2 burgers and left like a fourth of it to go get a pizza for your mom and sister. She ate the rest of my burger. My siblings and I never, So I have one brother. We did not grow up in the same households. So my brother went with my mom and I went with my dad. So for the longest time, I didn't really have any interactions with the rest of my family. And I mean, it's not like I didn't want to. I didn't know where to look, and I didn't know how to get a hold of anybody. And the divorce proceedings were really bad, and I think my dad really kept me away from my mom for the longest time. So yeah, I never got the experiences of sharing my food or having to fight over things or get those kind of connections. And it's difficult even to this day because, like, I don't have the same kind of connections that I do with friends and stuff like that. And it's very hard for me to go ahead and just be like, oh yeah, this is family. Even now, it's still difficult for me to just be like, this is family. I know it's one of those things where I know they're family and I would do a lot of things for them, and I would try and help them out when they need it and whatnot. But it's also one of those things where I'm like, this is also somebody who is stranger, who I haven't spent my life with at the same time. Does that make sense? I'm glad you've had the opportunity to at least have experiences like that. My brother or sister were to take my food, you would take their hand? That's funny. Yeah, my dad grew up in a big household and everything, where everybody used to fight over food, but now, just, even though I do have a brother, I was basically raised as a single child. I didn't have a lot of the family experiences I would like to. But man, taking their hands. At that point, you may as well cut it off and cook it up in a steak. Be like, here you go, you want to eat something? Learned Mist. Wow. I don't know why I'm like, what do I use here? Growl? After what you've been through, you would have rather have been an only child? Being an only child is extremely lonely. You know, I didn't exactly have friends and stuff growing up. The friends that I did have, I wouldn't even call them friends. I would say they were kids that I knew. Kept me around more because, you know, I was entertaining rather than the fact that they actually wanted to be around me. You know, I'd go over to their place and they would let me play their games, but they really wouldn't want to play with me because I would get their save files up because I really didn't have games of my own. Yeah. Feed them fucking hand, they'll think twice before they take my food again. Yeah. Being an only child is not all it's cracked up to be. And a lot of only children tend to come out really spoiled. You know, I definitely had my fair share of gratitude when I was growing up, but I can look back and now realize that what a little shit I was. I think the military is what really got me to take a look at my life and everything. The mindset that it instills into you really changed my outlook. Got my dad and myself more in line with how we think and everything. Since he was a veteran and I was a veteran, we both kind of understood the mindset that came from it then. I don't know. Military gave me a lot of perspective. When I think back on stuff, I think me being a single child wasn't the greatest, and my dad always being busy not really having the opportunity to do things with me or teach me a lot of stuff, and I had to just teach myself and learn along the way and deal with whatever came. Alright, Diglett. Now that we're on the somber discussions of life. It's so weird, it's not even like blinking, it's just like moving my eye now. I guess I gotta be within a certain range for it to pick up the actual blinking. I just leaned back for a little bit so I wasn't like so close in front of everything, but... Alright, may as well... Well, let's see how many water guns it has left. That'll answer my question. Plenty of water guns. Okay. A lot of these super potions will go to waste if I don't use them. So I figure it's better to use them for right now. Because I'm going to be going for hyper potions and max potions here anyway. Probably full restores when I get to the Elite Four. $21. Your friend Cleveland called last night, said if he didn't live in Louisiana, he would have thought twice of taking... He wouldn't have thought twice about taking you either. That's good that you have friends like that. If something were to happen to me, I literally don't know who I would call. I would probably end up calling my parents, and that's about it. Maybe my brother, but I honestly have no idea who I would call for anything. I don't really have anybody I can turn to. I have been out and alone and on my own for so long that, like, I don't have any support structure. My support structure is me. Me is the support structure. That's it. I am my own foundation. If my foundation cracks, there is nobody but the rest of the house I have built on top of it to fall through. Going through some shit, too. He just lost his dad yesterday. Oh, shit. That's terrible. The loss of a parent is just something I can't even fathom. I have thought about it many a time, and it's so hard to, like, keep myself together when I think about not having a parent around to turn to. I'm sure not everybody's circumstances... I mean, clearly your circumstances aren't exactly the best either. But, like... I think even if something happens regardless, I can't imagine somebody just completely turning their back if something that were to happen to their parents. Man, unless they were some really evil people. But, yeah. I know I don't know your friend, but please pass along my condolences. He is probably going through a very, very rough time. And please make sure to reach out and make sure he's got the support that he needs. You thought you were gonna dig? No. Bubble Beam. It is I. Death. Just water gun it. Water gun, water gun. All this grinding dig, it's so much fun, so much fun. I hope that they all realize they're gonna die every single last diglet here. I know you like to think diglets are so fun, but we're gonna knock every one of them and we just choose the water gun. Poor Lapras. Walking around with a name like Dumbass. Was my problem? That sounds like an incomplete sentence. Switch out for the Turbo Nerd. Give it the old bubble kaboom. I think we've got 2 more before we gotta fly on over to the Pokemon Center. God damn it, come on. Are you serious? You gonna dig every time? I'm just not fast enough to be able to deal with it, is the problem. Maybe I needed to save some Carbos for the Lapras. Is speed its low stat? Yeah, speed is its low stat. I don't think it's as bad as the Snorlax, but certainly not great. You were literally going to her because you didn't... Who else to, should deal with it? For you, who cares? Yeah, I get you. I get you. That is pretty nice that you at least have somebody who cares, though. Now you have somebody who cares now, which is, you know, your friend and everything. Yeah, who knows? Maybe this will turn into the blossoming of a new life. And so, I assume you're an adult. And if that's the case, you know, at this point your mom can't do anything. Hello, Wall. Once we get this thing up to 30, we'll head on over. I'm also going to need to figure out how to go ahead and... I'll have to level up the Moltres as well. That's going to be very difficult, considering that there's nothing to... There's no place to really level up Moltres. The Pokemon Mansion is mainly... It's a split between fire and poison. So... You'll be 22 in February? Alright, yeah. At this point, I would just assume that you were on your own and figure it out from there. I would figure out if you have stuff that you needed to go get. I would go ahead and get them. And if you are denied your access, you can get the police involved because it is your stuff, regardless of whether it was purchased by your mom or whatever. It is still yours, so... If she didn't throw everything out with you. Hashtag, not legal advice, but... Just letting you know that you do have rights to your things. Are you a furry? No, I'm not a furry. No, the dog icon actually... I found out where the inspiration from it came not that long ago. So I just got my PS2 and its games back. And I was looking through an old memory card, and, like... I mean, I have no problems with furries. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. The furry community are some of the nicest, most supportive people I've ever met in my life. So I will always have the furry communities back. They usually are good people. I wouldn't say every one of them is good, but usually they're good people. I mean, there's bad eggs in every group of people that you find. No matter what community you're part of, there's somebody who's going to ruin it for everybody. But yeah, the furry community, they're pretty good people on average that I have found. You know, they get a bad rep because of the way that furberts treat it, and the way that everybody sees, oh, fucking furry degenerates, and they're gonna fuck everything in sight. But that's not really not what a furry is. But nope, I am not one. Just an advocate on their side, because I think they're good people. Like my TV, Xbox, phone, pretty much left with the clothes on my back and my phone. Yeah, you have a right to a lot of that stuff. If it was in your room and it was yours, then you have the right to it. And if it has been destroyed, you also have the legal right to be able to sue for damages. No, you are highly mistaken there, Walcool. You are extremely mistaken there. Just gonna let you know that. If that's what you think, then you have no idea what the furry community actually is, and you should do your research, because that is not true whatsoever. Matter of fact, the majority of them are actually extremely anti that. Just gonna delete them words, though. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. If I don't know what to say. If that's how you feel or whatever, you know, you're entitled to your own opinion. But I'm just gonna let you know that's wrong. All right, you have a good day, I guess. Change the password as soon as you got Wi-Fi again. Yeah, but still, I mean, getting your stuff back would be your thing. And the sooner you make a move on that, the better. Because the longer you wait, the more difficult it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be good enough to be able to take this, so we'll have to switch out to Turbo Nerd here. How did you even miss? Alright, cool. Don't even know how to take legal action on that kind of stuff. Well, if you got internet, I couldn't really tell you how to go ahead and get it started, but I would say if you would have to look into something like that. But getting your supplies, getting the things that you own, is just like an important one to begin with. So I would go ahead and worry about getting your stuff back more than I would anything else. Can't believe you missed the Elite Four. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be here for the next Elite Four. You know, considering your circumstances, though, at this point, if you're here for the Elite Four, that's fine. If not, you know, I understand. Poor Lapras. I feel bad about this thing being named Dumbass, and that's just its life from now on. Man, I'm gonna have to start coming up with rules for you guys. If people start coming up with childish-ass names, we're gonna have to start putting a kibosh on that bullshit. Not gonna be walking around with D's nuts and dumbass and stuff like that from now on. Hope so. I want to watch the nostalgia clap cheeks of the Elite Four. Well, I can tell you it's probably not gonna be for another couple days anyway, so you're good. I think you'll have plenty of time. I've got to get dumbass up. And I gotta get it to at least Ice Beam, so until it's level 38, that's the absolute minimum. And then from there, we're gonna probably just straight up grind everybody to 60. So we'll probably spend quite a few days at the Pokemon Mansion, and then we'll just go slap everything's asshole all at once in one fell swoop. In the red that named something D's Nuts. Yeah, I remember. I'm just like, it seems like D's Nuts seems to be like a staple in every one we've done so far. I feel like D's Nuts is gonna be in every generation. Man, at level 24 with 100 HP, this thing's an absolute bomb. This thing's a straight up tank. Come on, don't miss. What are you doing? Ooh. Oh, it's because of Dig. I didn't even notice that it had Dug. That's fine, it means that I can actually tank my digs. You can't escape these nuts? Haha! Got him. Four water guns. Oh! It's actually fast enough to beat some of these Diglets now. That's hot. Not every Diglett, but it's fast enough to beat some of these Diglets, which is important. The problem with Diglett Cave early on for these Pokemon is that, like, they're not fast enough to be able to get the initial hit out, so... Feel like every streamer, no matter the size, when asking for names, gets stuff like D's Nuts or something along the lines. Yeah, I'm sure. Everybody just wants to be like, haha, D's Nuts, haha, D's Nuts joke, haha, D's Nuts, D's Nuts! And I'm just like, guys, it's not that fucking funny! But you know, my sense of humor is very different. You know, I have a very, very odd sense of humor, so let's just Thunderbolt. It doesn't affect it. Oh no. Doesn't affect it. Oh no. Can I Bubble Beam this thing out? Hell yeah, I can Bubble Beam it out. Bubble Beam. Hit it with the Bubble Beam. What do we have? 2 water guns left on this? 2 water guns, perfect. I'm not gonna let it. We're just gonna switch it out. You screaming D's Nuts like 7 times is pretty funny, though. I suppose. Maybe it's just funny to other people, and that's why they all do it. Just like everybody wants to name the Lapras Dumbass. Which I hope does not become a fucking reoccurring thing. Dumbass the Third. Dumbass the 7th. Alright, that'll be the last water gun. No joke, that'd make a perfect out-of-context clip. Listen, if you want an out-of-context clip, feel free. You can clip on Twitch all you'd like, I think. Hell, I'll make an out-of-context clip of dumbass. To do it myself. I'll do it myself. I haven't even really bothered to look at what it needs. Oh! Barely anything! Barely an inconvenience! Should be fairly simple. 2000 something, easy peasy, lemon cheesy. Gun it. That would be hilarious, no context, just D's nuts. Haha. Totally laugh. D's nuts. D's nuts, haha. Gets really close to the mic. D's nuts! Dying over here. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes, doesn't it? I'll just be in the middle of something, and then, you know, someone's like, haha, D's nuts, and I'm like, ha, D's nuts! And then everyone's like, okay, calm down there. No need to get your things in a bundle. D's nuts wasn't that funny. I'm curious if I can take it. I think I'm close enough in range where I could do it. It may take double the water gun, but... oh, if it hits at all. Hey! Perfect. Alright, so 2-hit Doug trios. We'll just let it dig its hole. Yeah, I can tank the digs now, so we're gonna plow on through. So I think level 19 Diglets and below, I should be able to get them before they get me. Get them before I got. Got before got. Get got before got. Got. There we go. Get got. The way you keep saying it is what has me so fucked up. It's all you want, it's not funny, but the way you're doing is so good. Yeah, I mean, it's just because, like, I don't know, I get told I get a funny-ass way of just, like, approaching stuff. You know, you could always approach it with the whole, you know, just look at somebody and then be like, "These nuts." You know, that's not very funny, which it could be. Out of context, the only thing you hear is, "These nuts." you know, maybe funny, but I think everybody just wants to hear, "These nuts!" You know, that's what everybody wants to hear. That's what people want. Give the people what they want. They want to hear nuts, then in these nuts, insert wild, crazy kobold noises. Insert man who's getting off of the subway talking about cashews. Insert the sound of a very clean window being wiped by a squeegee. Insert the noise that I picture would come out of a gopher if you were to try and ring it. It's also just because I think my approach is just so casual. I don't approach it with the whole, haha, these nuts got them. It doesn't sound like I'm like handing a balloon to a child and being like, these nuts got them. How the fuck did we go from talking about depression to these nuts and need more friends like you? I'm pretty. It's because I tend to be just open to whatever. I tend to take conversations as a chance to transition. To continue talking about something is great, but natural language is all about progression. You know, no matter the topic that you start on, it shouldn't be the branch that you continue to go to. Someone who can just me from poor pitiful me to laughing your ass off. I think everybody's got the capability to. I think of conversations like a tree trunk. You know, we all start out with the main trunk of the conversation that we go to. But then, a conversation shouldn't go all the way up the trunk, because if you do, it's just gonna peter off and eventually get to the top of the tree and there's nothing to talk about anymore. But if you go ahead and you have your conversation, and you eventually branch off into something else, you have the possibility of going back into the trunk if you want to continue the conversation. And maybe you might find another branch to begin with. So, coming up with random off-kilter conversations where it's not about whatever the main topic was, I think is important, because it gives you the opportunity to see what kind of leaves, what kind of flowers, what fruit will blossom from your conversation. Do you see how deep it is? I am 12 and this is deep. Hashtag. I should have gone at the front, probably. But yeah, I think of conversations just like trees. Start at the trunk, work your way to the branches, see where you go from there. I've had a lot of time to think about a lot of things. The good thing about like, my depression has always given me the opportunity to, like, ignore everything and everybody and sit and think about who I am and what I think about and what I really want in life. So, I have taken the opportunity to discover who I am as a person. I'm usually pretty set in my ways, too. I have very specific ways of thinking about stuff and approaching different things and what I like, what I don't like, what I want, what I don't want. That's the good news. You have a pug puppy I raised and ended up finding some pictures of her. Send you some of them in Discord if you want to see her. Luft loves pugs, so feel free to send away. Yeah, Luft has raised many a dog. I've only had my one. She's looking at me, flapping her tail. She's trying to go to the place that starts with O. But she knows it's not that thing that happens with the clock. Sims, and now you have them with a big-ass smile on her face. Oh. Dogs are quite precious. She's probably gonna be, like, unless Luft decides that she would like, another. Yeah, this will probably be my only pet. I can't really see replacing her, so... Alright, this should be my last water gun, but I do have body slams, so... maybe that'll work. Actually, let's see if the body slams work. If they do, then we'll go with body slams. Hey, would you look at that? Body slams do work. So I have like 40 pictures. Sister were baby pictures, the best thing ever. Yeah, my dog's getting there. She's 13, I think. Should probably take more pictures of my dog. I'm not a pictures kind of person. I don't think I ever really have been either. Luft gets on me about that because... oh, okay, we're heading out of the cave after this. She gets on me about that because I don't have very many pictures of stuff that I've been through or people or myself in general. Yeah, I used to not like getting my picture taken too often, unless I did cosplay stuff at convention, but, I read this story on Reddit about somebody whose father had passed away, and they really hated their picture being taken, so they avoided absolutely every picture that was attempted to be taken of them. And when they passed away, they had all of, like, 10 pictures of their parent, because that was it. They didn't want their pictures taken. My child's name was, Sweet Pea. Sister's Niblets was your dad's dog, so we'll see a difference, because Niblet looks in the past and present at the same time. I see. Let me see what we're looking at. 2001 something, easy peasy. We'll just go through for the body slams here. Being taken and showing my face to anyone, unless it's a person I slowly change. My friends called me, saw my face for the first time last night. Yeah, I don't. It's funny because, like, I know that people tend to go ahead and see my avatar and everything else, and they're like, whoa. Like, why would you want to go ahead and hide behind an avatar? Why not just go ahead and show your face? And, like, it's not like I haven't shown my face or anything. Like, people find it people go ahead and say, like, oh, why would you... Like, it's so easy to find my shit out there. Like, the name Azanovox has... I've been using that thing for fucking ages. So I'm sure if anybody wanted to go look for me, it's not hard to find me. And it's not like I haven't shown my face on my channel. It's out there. Like, it's not like I've deleted stuff to hide my identity or anything like that. But yeah, I just prefer to, like, not have my face on the internet when I can help it. But I don't mind pictures being taken of me anymore. I personally don't feel very attractive, so over the course of the bad depressions I had, I definitely gained some weight. So I don't personally feel very attractive. Luft says I am, but I don't think so. But it's also very hard to think about compared to me at my prime is like fucking chef's kiss. Like, not to brag, but I was definitely a looker when I was back at my prime. And I don't, like, I'm not saying that because I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. I'd stick a dick in me, kind of thing. But no, I was definitely handsome back then. And now I just feel like I look like a plate of scrambled spaghetti. See, you have long hair, and I said, yeah. Learned how truly long it was the other day. Shouldn't we? Goddamn, it's halfway down your back. Wow, that is some long ass hair. Yeah, my hair is. I think this is the longest my hair's been. The last time I cut it, was like 13 inches. That was maybe 2-ish years ago. And now it's, I think, like 15-ish inches. I'm probably going to be shaving off all of my hair anytime soon. More likely than not, I'll probably end up shaving off all my hair. Probably sometime in January. It's just that time. Come on, you got this. I believe in you. There we go. Don't feel attractive either? I always try and tell people that, like, it's hard for people to really see themselves the way other people will see them. When we see ourselves in the mirror, all we really see are our flaws. You know, we see all the things that are wrong with us. We don't tend to look at all the stuff that is actually looking back at us. So, if somebody finds you attractive, that's what matters. Also, keep in mind, somewhere out there in the world, somebody would think you are an absolute god walking in front of them. There is always somebody who you are a perfect image for out there in the world. You were 100 or 210 pounds, lost weight, now you're 160 or so. 50 pounds in like 5 months. Wow. That's a damn good loss. A 10-pound weight loss? How are you keeping it off? Because, yeah, 10 pounds is not an easy thing to get rid of. And not an easy thing to just, like, keep off, either. Fuck. It dug a hole. And I don't think this thing's dig is something I want to handle. The regular diglets, I think I can take it, but this thing's dig might do some serious damage. You did a lot of walking? Yeah, walking's a pretty big one. When I was still stationed out in Utah, I used to do a lot of hiking. Really enjoyed it out there. Probably one of my favorite experiences just going out. We were always, like, not very far from any type of hike we wanted to do. So we could pretty much go anywhere and be able to hike. Yeah, but what I'm saying is 10 pounds over the course of, like... So, a consistent loss of weight is about between 3 and 5 pounds is usually considered slow and consistent weight loss. When you get into the realm of losing 10 pounds a month, it gets very difficult to go ahead and keep that kind of weight off. It's usually considered, I think 10 pounds a month is considered extreme weight loss. Anything 10 and above, I think, is considered extreme weight loss. So when I see 10 pounds a month coming off, that's why I always ask. I mean, I know that you lost 50, but at 10 pounds a month, usually it's water weight that's being lost. You end up getting a lot of it back. So that's more what I mean than anything. Because I used to be a very big gym rat. I actually have a whole bunch of books on workouts and weights and muscle definition and nutrition and stuff like that sitting on my shelf. You wouldn't know from looking at me right now, because I'm definitely a little fatter than I used to be. But yeah, I used to be a pretty big gym rat, so I know a lot about the gym, and I know a lot about the human body and how to properly take care of the machine that you're set in. I'm just, like, my body is so difficult. No matter how much I do with it, it has the hardest fucking time losing weight. Don't really understand how the fuck to keep it off. Gonna gain it back, but you still haven't. 160 been for like 2 months. Hey, then whatever you're doing, it's perfectly fine. You're still also, like, you're still young. You've still got the metabolism that's going to burn through everything. Not the teenage metabolism, but in your 20s, you still have plenty of metabolism to keep going and burn it. I think once you hit about 24 to 25 is when you start seeing the drop. When you'll start seeing weight gain. In your 30s is when it's near impossible to keep the stuff off. And I am 35, so... It's funny, because you definitely wouldn't think I'm 35 by looking at me. Not at all. My family does... We age very, very slowly. My dad is closing in on 70. He's, what, 65 now? And he definitely doesn't look 65. He looks like he might be in his late 40s. And my brother, who is... let's see, 45, I think. He definitely still looks like he's in his 20s, early 30s. There it is. 29. We should be able to go to Pokemon Mansion, I think, now. '29 will give it between 3 and 5 levels, so it may take more than 2 water guns, but we'll see. Young, you were like 70 pounds until you were like 15. That's when you got way bigger. Yeah, I am only 5'4", so my short ass has been short like for a long time. Man, I kind of joke about like remembering being super short in high school, and Luft looks at me, because Luft is 5'11". Luft is, like, much closer to 6 feet. The difference is very funny. People laugh when they see us as a couple. But yeah, like, I didn't have to worry about that. I was just short to begin with. That was just kind of who I was. Oh, jeez. Oh, and poison gas? God damn. I'm getting shafted here. We'll just switch these two. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough time leveling. I think depending on what pops up, I may be inside of this thing constantly. This is the height of COVID. Didn't leave your house for like a year. 5'8", all friends are taller. Yeah, I think everyone's fucking taller than me. But, you know, being 5'4" comes with its own advantages. I tend to have a very disarming personality. I'm sure you've noticed it by now. I'm extremely personable, and most people don't see me as a threat. So I am very well adept at sneaking my way in. My friends back in the day used to say, don't introduce your girlfriends, your sisters, or your mothers to me. They all knew the business. $738. That is pretty good stuff. 19 something. Yeah, from here on out, it's a grind to 60. God damn it. Fucking grinders. Hit it with the sing. That's right, go to sleep. You've got 0 Riz? No. Listen, everybody has the capability. Just some people need to learn how to do it a little better. Everybody has the capability, I promise you. What do you mean it didn't fucking Jesus, are you serious? Whatever, put this thing to sleep. I'm already poisoned. Everybody's got the capability. My biggest suggestions is, I'll tell you, like, learning body language is the biggest suggestion I can give to anybody, period. Body language is so fucking important. Learning how to go ahead and how people react around you, learning how you react around people, is so fucking important. So I always suggest anybody who's like, oh, I've got no ability to... Not true. Everybody can do it. Telling you now that you have 0, listen, it is not... some people don't have it naturally. Sometimes it's got to be learned. My personality, no, it's not exactly what I would call, like... This isn't all natural. My personality is not all natural. I didn't pop out of the womb, you know, being like, yo, what up, honeys? That's not... No one fucking does that. Like, my personality, my outgoing attitude, the way that I approach things, this is stuff I had to teach myself. This is stuff I had to learn. I'm a very book-smart person. I'm very strong into, let me learn how to do a thing. So, I approach this with the same approach I did everything else. Let me teach myself how to do this. Let me watch myself talk so I can see my facial expressions. Let me listen to the way that I sound so that way I know how people hear me. Let me approach different people and get their opinions on stuff. Let me read books and figure out what the best way to, like, do cold openings and shit is. Let me go ahead and pick up on how to do body language so I can learn how people approach, and how people interact. Stuff like that. But this is not natural. This is all taught. This is stuff I learned. Oh, geez. 3 butthole wags? Man, if that thing would have hit me with anything, I'd have been in trouble. You gonna fail this test? It's not a test. It's just something you gotta learn, that's all. It is not... Some people are born with natural charm, and others have to learn it. And that is just how it goes. But I'll tell you, when it comes to the world... of relationships... I would say that everyone has some pretty equal... Everyone's got pretty equal par. Listen, if this Grimer can pound on my Lapras, if this Grimer can pound my dumbass, you can too. Alright, critical hits, critical hits. Yeah, the Lapras isn't going to be too hard to level up. I mean, it is a single gen thing, but... Let me see what's it got on it left. Power-wise, 10, 15? Okay, cool. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it out for today. The next few days are going to be just grinding. What we're going to do is the goal is to go ahead and take these Pokemon to level 60. From 60, we're going to slam these gyms. We're going to beat the shit out of Sabrina, we're going to beat the shit out of Blaine, and then we're going to go to the Elite Four and beat the shit out of them. But that's basically the plan here. I may have to stop to go ahead and level up the Moltres, but yeah. Aside from that, that is my goal. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic day. Hopefully you have enjoyed the stream. We'll go ahead and get back on it again tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all of that good stuff. Reggie, you in particular, have yourself a fantastic day. Make sure to go ahead and have that talk, or at least figure out what you want to go ahead and do. And then take your approach from there. But yeah, I'll see you all again tomorrow. As always, have a great day. I'll see you all again later, and until then, stay golden.